People. First and foremost, happy Monday. I hope everybody had a great start to their week, a great Monday morning, great Monday afternoon. Hope everybody's having a great and safe Monday evening. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm cutting it close. It's still considerably early. It's 8:03 p.m. But I did tell myself that I had to put this on the radar because it is a very special birthday, and I feel like she's horror royalty. There's a lot of people that might disagree with me, but that's life, man. Who gives a fuck? But at the end of the day, people, I had to not only acknowledge this birthday, which I actually did on social media and all that type of stuff, and I even put in my Instagram story, I was like, okay, so now would be a really good time to do commentary for this movie. And I actually did a review. It's very long-winded. When I was just getting my feet wet with the podcast 2 years and some change ago, this was one of the first reviews I did. I don't remember if this was before or after. I have reviewed the movie Cherry Falls. Y'all can check out that review if y'all want. That commentary will probably be done sometime before this next millennium if I can ever get around to it and stick to the plan. But people, nonetheless, Popcorn, 1991. This is one of the most innovative, underrated, cheesy, most entertaining slasher movies of the 90s. I think this movie came out in 1991. I will say exactly when the movie came out when we talk about the director, the cast, all that good stuff. But this is a movie, people. Understand something. This is a movie that, I used to see this in the video stores and stuff like that. And I remember before I had saw it, the front cover just always stuck with me, man. This was like the shit nightmares were made of. There was a skeleton who looked like he was wearing like a suit or getting dressed in some type of a suit, whatever the hell he's got on. It does look like a suit. I'm just gonna call it a suit because he's got a suit jacket and a white shirt, but you can't really see if he's got a tie on or not. Or I don't know if it's the angle that I'm just looking at this poster or this poster in particular. I don't know, people, but fuck all that. So it's a skeleton holding up a stick with the birthday girl, Jill Sholin. Happy birthday, shout out to Jill Sholin. It is her 59th birthday, 59 years young, still around. She is not very much on the acting scene that much, but I wish to God that she was, man. But this skeleton is holding up a stick with Jill Sholin's head on it, and it's kind of like it looks like a popsicle, but then it looks like popcorn could go inside of it. And the tagline for this movie was buy a bag. It says popcorn in big letters, and then it says buy a bag, go home in a box. And the older I got, I used to be like, wait, isn't that the other way around? Like, do you buy a box of popcorn and then you're going home in a bag because you're going to get killed in the movie theater? But then as a kid, I really didn't look that much into it as a kid, but I was just like, yo, that's low key disturbing. Like, you're basically telling me I'm not going to make it out of this horror movie marathon. But people, when I say this is hands down one of the most entertaining slashers, man, I'm not bullshitting y'all. Yes, this movie is extremely cheesy, but I feel like it's supposed to be. This movie knows exactly what it's going to be, and it kind of breaks some barriers and some walls as far as like a movie within a movie within a movie type of shit. They do that thing here. And this was long before Scream 2. You know what I'm saying? This was long before Scream 2 had that opening in a movie theater where a bunch of people are watching a stab movie, a horror movie nonetheless, and people are getting murdered in the theater just unbeknownst to everybody else that's in there just enjoying the show. This is very much, I want to say Scream 2 may have been inspired by that. I don't know. I would have to ask Kevin Williamson. I don't think me and him would ever have a conversation. I should be so lucky. But I'm just saying, this was one of the first of its kind, man. And I wish that people would put some fucking spec on this movie's name, because the killer is very creative, the kills are pretty creative, and it's not very bloody or gory at all. There are little spots of blood here and there in the movie, but this movie's not like oversaturated with a shit ton of gore and crazy effects. No, it's more so about, the spectacle. I love these characters. Jill Sholin just being the final girl. First of all, she was the final girl in Stepfather. The original Stepfather movie, she was the final girl. Well, technically she was a final girl because she did survive, but she was out for most of that third act of When a Stranger Calls Back. And I wanted to review that movie so fucking bad, man, because Jill Sholin's great in it. Carol Kane, is her name Carol Kane, the one that played the actress that was in the first When a Stranger Calls? But When a Stranger Calls Back is such a fucking underrated, decent sequel, man. It's such a decent follow-up. I like it way better than the original. But Jill Sholin's in that, man. And then you've got the late, great Tom Villard who plays Toby here. And Tom Villard, he passed away. I don't remember if he was sick or what, but the guy was definitely an interesting character actor. One of the movies that always sticks out that Tom Villard did was My Girl, where he tells Anna Klumsky, he's like, feel my aura. And she's like, I don't think I'm allowed to. He's like the goofy hippie guy. Dee Wallace is in here, who's also fucking horror royalty. I mean, come on. Critters, The Howling, and so on and so forth. Rob Zombie's Halloween. Kelly Jo Minter, who is another black horror movie final girl who lives in every fucking horror movie she's in. Man, she's amazing. She's a national treasure. She's another one of those 80s 90s actresses who I wish just kept doing horror movies. Her and Jill Sholin should have just did so many movies like side by side, back to back. Because Kelly Jo Minter not only survived in this movie, she survived in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, The Dream Child, which came out like 2 years prior. And then a couple years after that, she survived The People Under the Stairs. So she's awesome in this movie. You've got Malcolm Denaire, you've got Yvette Solar, you've got Elliot Hurst. And you also have, what is this actor's name, man? You've got Ray Walston. Ray Walston, who I almost fucking said was in Dunstan Checks In, but I don't even think he was alive at that point when the movie came out. But I don't know why I thought he was the guy that was he was talking to Jason Alexander, and he's like, the mint's underneath your pillow, or whatever he was saying. And you got Tony Roberts in this movie. You know what I'm saying? The cast is very, even though it's a very 90s movie, it's 91 when it came out. This cast is like very 80s slasher, but I guess we could say early 90s slasher for the most part. But it's underrated as shit, man, and it's always a good time to watch. And speaking of watching it, man, we are 6 minutes into this, so let me stop talking y'all heads off. Now, people, I could not find this anywhere except for my little secret, the NSA, FBI underground site and shit that I be using. But it is for anybody that does want to tune into this. You can find it online, different places. I will just say search at your own risk and find what you can find. And the theatrical run through is definitely on YouTube. It's just this picture quality on the laptop is a hell of a lot better than the picture quality on YouTube. But it is nonetheless a standard theatrical run through for this film Popcorn, and that's just in case y'all are tuning in with me, man. And y'all know if y'all are tuning in, I just listen. Every time I fuck up, right, I'm gonna just keep a blank sheet of paper next to me and just write down the words that I just magically make up for y'all. Because I'm pretty sure this should be entertaining to go back and listen to. But that, I meant to say, if y'all are tuning in with me, and if y'all are tuning in with me, I have to talk like I am myself, like something is wrong with me. But in case y'all are tuning in with me, y'all are the True to the Reviews MVP. So let's get this thing popping, man. All pun intended. We get it popping with Popcorn. And again, happy 59th birthday to Jill Sholin. I feel like I'm saying her name wrong, but y'all understand. I got so much love for this actress, but let's just get popping with this commentary, people. Popcorn, 1991. I will hit the play button in 3, 2, 1. Let's get rolling. There we go. Wait, I don't know. I got my water. It's just thawing out a little bit because I let this shit freeze for too long. Now these masks, right? Let me just say something. A little side note right here, people. These masks that we get in the first shot of the film. These masks, I like that title card too. It's all chromed out. But these masks, if you go on demand and you look up the original Halloween, 1978, why the fuck do they have these masks playing? When you click on the movie and you want to watch it, they give you like a frame of the movie and a description and all that type of shit. And the frame of the movie they give you is from this movie. Matter of fact, it's not those masks. It's the killer holding up one of the masks of Tony Roberts, I think. Disrespectful, man. And again, I love this movie, but why? Don't confuse this with Halloween. Even though some of the marketing, I think, had mentioned those big name slashers in the trailers, they were like, you've seen Halloween, and you've seen Nightmare on Elm Street, and you've seen Friday the 13th, but now. And Jill Sholin, man, she's so great in everything she's in, man. Now, this little girl they got to play young Maggie in like the dream sequences that she has throughout the entire movie. Actually, she fucking looks like Madeline Zima from The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. The little girl, what's her name? Emma. And funny enough, Madeline Zima is no stranger to horror. Um, she was in that movie, The Collector.
Same dream. There's smoke. Someone takes her hand. She's running. same man comes here
And I don't know what it is, man. She's also in every movie she's in. I mean, that's just how she talks. But in every movie she's in, I love how like raspy, borderline hoarse her voice can get, but yet she's still a scream queen. She's great in everything, man.
Hello.
You only get like two hellos and I'm hanging up.
Sorry, wrong number.
And Dee Wallace looks fucking amazing as usual. That short haircut, Jesus. Dee Wallace is she's just awesome in everything. She done went up against E.T. Well, not technically went up against him, but I'm saying E.T. and Cujo and Critters and shit.
Close up. His eye gleams like volcanic lava. Sarah's
And she came back for Critters Attack.
like a deer in a car's headlights. Sarah. Why did you name your character Sarah? I don't know. More dreams.
And Dee Wallace, she's just got those piercing ass eyes, man.
Make a great film. I wonder if Orson Welles drove Citizen Kane first.
I don't know. I've never seen it. Yes, people, I've never seen Citizens Kane. Big deal. Big deal. University of California at Ocean View. Now, did they just build that fucking sign for the movie? Another thing, why this movie has a big place in my heart is because these students, they're film students. And I love that shit. That's one of the reasons I'm so attached to Urban Legends Final Cut. I love the idea of, oh, we're film nuts, we're film geeks, because we get to, make a movie within the movie. Like, I love shit like that.
Level is not safe.
Come on, Maggie, why don't you give us a chance? Huh? I'm crazy about you, but I'm not gonna let you shine me out forever.
I'm not. I'm just...
He said, let's go to my place right now. Like y'all not in school.
Come on. This is really important to me. I just can't let anything distract me.
I mean, it's different. It's college. You got a little more free reign in college.
I just hope I'm still around when you decide to get distracted.
Give me a break.
Why would he say that? I mean, I look, I completely understand where he's coming from, but it's a way to go about wording things.
Hey, Bud.
That was Derek Rydell, by the way, who played Mark.
Come on, people. We got good news, we got bad news, we got all kinds of news. Go ahead, Tina.
Okay, first, we lost our editing space again.
Freddie Simpson, who plays Tina.
It's in the library, then
I love these fucking characters, man. Each and every single one of them. I love how these characters are written.
What do you have to do to be taken seriously around here?
You gotta learn how to kick ass, man.
Okay, so this definitely is the cut that I had back on VHS as a kid, because they changed that line when he comes in and says you gotta learn how to kick ass. They changed it to you gotta be a football hero. I don't know why they did that, but it's different in certain cuts.
we do an all-night horror-thon.
No, this is a terrific idea. An all-night horror show. They're big grossers.
Hey, gang, I got a better idea. Why don't we put on a play? We'll convert the old barn into a theater, huh?
Please.
Is there an inherited gene for obnoxiousness?
Could be.
These are the future writers and directors of the American cinema.
It's the police academy syndrome.
Hey!
And Tom Viller, God rest his soul, he's got a particular way of talking. It's the police academy syndrome.
Bergman's fleshy ambiguities, as one critic said of
I
him.
believe he did say that.
Yes, he
You
did.
gotta take that
Show me
out
how
of
would you know your
context.
favorite film is Escape from Witch Mountain.
I love it. That's my type of room to be in. Let's argue about fucking cinema all day long. And if Kelly Jo Minter's there, I'm there.
Because you can't
And Jill Shaw, like I'm there. I feel like this is one of those slasher movies where it's like I feel like I could have been fitting in with this group, and I don't like to fit in with any fucking body. But I love these characters are cool.
Use those in lots of movies.
Right. Or the amazing electrified man in...
Shacoscope.
And that's why they're gonna pay $10.
See, every one of these pictures was originally released with some kind of a promotional gimmick.
Yeah, which we're gonna recreate for our audience, only with improvements.
So on the one hand, it'll be a total goof.
And on the other hand, we're gonna scare the living shit out of them.
As a theater experience should.
Oh, there might be enough money left over for some of you to do your own little experimental film.
Also, like if they ever remade this, man, because I want them to.
Voting.
I think me and God damn it, man, me and my boy Johnny Zuko, shout out Bumpin' Night Podcast 1428. Y'all can actually check out the episode where I had him on the show and it went on. It's very long-winded, people. The shit's almost like 3 hours or so. and it's just me and Johnny talking about 90s horror movies that we want to see remade today. And I think I had Popcorn on the list, but it was also on his list, so we just both dove into it and why it could really work this time around, and maybe some things that might work against it.
Kind of sad we're gonna be in
But y'all should definitely check out that episode because we were cutting loose about those movies, man. But this, I feel like this movie's still good to me, but I wouldn't mind a remake because you don't get a lot of good horror movies set in movie theaters. Good ones.
so to speak. Hi, Dr.
Ray Walston, what the fuck else was he in, man? I feel like I should know this.
I'm Toby.
Yes, of course you are, dear boy. My cargo is outside, and it will require all of you to bring it in. I'll be waiting center stage, where I belong.
This nigga came in looking like the magician of the opera or some shit. Like he just came in like he was running everything. He was in Popeye, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Seventh Heaven, Star Trek, Voyager.
Priceless relics of a bygone era.
He's in a his resume is. Oh shit, he was Chief Rocco in House Arrest. Yo, people, if you have not seen House Arrest, it is a funny ass kids family movie. Like it's very kid friendly, man. There's like minor adult themes in there, but it's harmless. But Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Pollak's in there, Jennifer Tilly, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Oh my god, man, that movie's hilarious. But he was the one with the dog.
And we had fun. The ballyhoo, the giveaways, the bullshit.
Right. That's when he won everybody over.
The point is, we put the butts in the seats where they belong. And they love me. Now,
I love the character of Joni too. Joni's just got this like bubbling personality that I feel like it balances everybody out.
but here I am.
She doesn't take anything too seriously, and I feel like you need that amongst these characters.
How to turn those withered turkeys into a memorable movie-going feast.
That's right.
So, step right up.
Oh, here we go. This movie is littered with Jamaican music, yo, and I think that's because they filmed this movie. Hold on, let me check this out because that's actually something that's very much behind this film. Kingston, Jamaica is where they filmed it. Just like we always Saturday night at the movies. All right, I'm not gonna. I won't start. I won't do it. I do like this sequence though, how they're jazzing up the movie theater, trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. Yep, this was shot in Jamaica, so that's why the movie is just littered with this type of music. I don't mind though. I just always thought it was very interesting. Also, I feel like that's why me as a black kid at the time, back in the day, like that's one of the reasons I gravitated towards the movie even more. The black girl survives. There's Jamaican music all in it.
Another Saturday night, and everything is groovy. Me and me baby, we gone to the movie. It don't matter if the show is very scary.
They really showed you how to make a whole mold of somebody's head or face, whatever. I like that part where Tina picks a wig that looks just like Maggie's real hair, and they kind of like have that sisterly moment. That is one of them things where it's like you would have to sign a waiver. You definitely have to sign a waiver and be like, look, if I die in this theater because that seat just shocked my ass.
Something nice, okay? Okay.
What odor pellets do we got?
Okay, we have fish smell, locker room, roadkill, fart plane, fart stale, dead dog.
Fart stale though? This nigga's just tripping.
Oh boy.
Odor pellets for the fog machine. That's fucking wild though. Oh my god, that probably smells awful, yo. Ugh.
I look like a fucking snow.
That's. I wonder if she laughed like was she supposed to laugh? Was it in the script or did she laugh in real life?
Okay, hit it.
Yay, we did this all in 2 days. The fuck type of flashpoint paradox were they in to get that shit set up that fast?
Stuff, huh?
Doc Brown said to store everything back here until after the fourth.
Hello, what do we have here?
Leon was super smooth though. He gave the fake flowers to Tina in the background. I always pay attention to that little shit.
Old movies were filmed on stock that was highly flammable.
Yeah, sometimes they used to explode when exposed to the air.
Knowledge entails risk.
Does it though?
What is it?
Sounded like a rock band when they said boom.
Want to run it and find out?
Why not?
But see, like, inquiring minds want to know. Sure. Now, if I was there, I'd be like, sure, we're setting up this old theater. You know, of course, everybody's unsuspecting at this point. We're setting up this old theater. We found a film reel in a theater that we can hook up to a projector. Absolutely. Let's see what's on it. Because that's the type of shit I was into. Like, when I would find old VHS tapes around the house, I'm skimming through the entire thing to see what's on it. Maybe I'll find a movie I like. Maybe I'll find this type of shit. The Possessor, a fucking snuff film. Hopefully not.
We got a great cinematic mind.
I can safely say I've never found a snuff film on VHS before.
Funny.
Knock on wood. Because I don't ever want to. But this shit was a little creepy. This film, the Possessor film, this shit used to give me nightmares. I love that look because it almost looks like Toby is like, holy shit, this is filmmaking right here.
Oh no, he's gonna do it. I don't believe it. He's gonna dolly up his nose.
Yes.
Ew.
He already look high. Ah, fuck. That scalp looks nasty. And Maggie's like, hold up. You look awfully familiar. Are you Jim Caviezel in Passion of the Christ? Because that's almost what he looks like. Passionate, goddamn, man. I don't know how blasphemous that was. Y'all know I'm not trying to be blasphemous on here, but Passion of the Christ is a movie where it's just like I don't know if that movie necessarily needed to be made because it was it was an experience. I was in like the third, fourth row in the theater when that movie came out.
She's coming too.
That shit wasn't no joke.
Are you okay, Mac?
Yeah, Meg, how many fingers I got?
Will you move back and let the girl breathe?
I'm okay. What was that movie?
Whatever it is, it bites the big one.
No, really. What was it? I need to know.
I don't know, but if it's that scary, maybe we should show it in the horathon.
Here, drink some
I'm not sure
tap
of all the
water.
facts, but it's called
Tap water, that
Possessor.
shit ain't got no
Made
ice.
by a guy named
I need my shit with ice, like unless
Like
I'm
the head
that
guru of
thirsty.
This film cult back in the 60s. They used to drop acid and make these weird avant-garde movies of each other staring into the camera, picking their noses, stuff like that.
You knew him?
So it's a lot of filmmakers today.
I was for a while until I actually saw one of his films. It was ludicrous. The audience laughed it off the stage.
No, Chris Bridges is ludicrous, actually.
How do you mean?
He didn't like being laughed at, so he shot all of Possessor except for the last scene. When he showed the film, he played the last scene live on stage. He murdered his family in front of the audience. Set fire to the theater, locked the doors. A lot of people were killed. I always thought that.
I want Tony Roberts to get a handle on this fucking Jew fro he's got going on. Like, either, pick this shit out or just shave it or something.
It's a total bummer. I mean, who wants to see a film where a guy really goes berserk and kills his entire family?
Exactly.
Back to Dr.
I just seen a Lakers highlight. The Lakers are playing the Cavs. Even though our season sucks, LeBron James just dunked on fucking Kevin Love all crazy. Like, why would you do that to your former teammate, bruh? But I figure anybody can get it, honestly. Because we've been getting our asses kicked.
You scared me.
She thought you was one of the Krites.
Have you ever heard of this guy?
This is a scene that I always enjoyed, too.
No.
Because as soon as she said land your gates,
Because we found this film
the mom knows what's up.
Possessor.
And I love just the facial expression D. Wallace gives.
I think that this is a man
man that I've been dreaming about.
Right there, how she just zones off. She's listening to her, but she just zones off.
I want you to quit this festival. I'm going to get some tickets for us down at the agency, and we'll go away together, just the two of us.
What are you talking about? I can't just take off like that.
Well, sure you can. We never tied ourselves down before. And if these dreams are starting again...
Mom, I'm not going to run away, okay? I mean, I can't run away from something that's inside of my head. I know it sounds completely off the wall, but there's something happening here that I've been looking for all of my life. It's almost like it's psychic or something. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
She's like, well, I just never pictured you as a fucking psycho.
Just every once in a while I realize that you're all grown up, and I miss that little girl you used to be. That little girl who used to need me so much.
Oh. It's a good moment,
I
though.
gotta get to bed. Good night.
Because again, normally, and I've said this before, man. I think I was saying this when I did my commentary for the movie Old. Y'all can check out my commentary for that. First time watch shit, and it was crazy. But a lot of the little family value shit, sometimes you care, and sometimes it just doesn't mean a damn thing in the movie. But this is one of those cases where it's like, okay, I like the little relationship between Maggie and her mother. This scared the shit out of me as a kid, too. Just the way that this is filmed, like, it's just darkness around her, and the light is just so particular on Dee Wallace right now.
Why don't we talk? I'm in dreamland. And bring a nasty little gun in case I turn my back again.
And how'd he change his voice back in 1991? Because Ghostface didn't come out with his voice changer until, what, 96? And he didn't have the multi-voice changer until 2000 when Scream 3 came out. Now, there's some shit that happens in this sequence. Let me just say this, people. I don't remember what I gave this movie once upon a time when I reviewed it on the show a while back. Some things might be subject to change doing commentary for it. But there's some shit that happens in this sequence that just makes no fucking sense at all. And it's a slasher movie, it's a horror movie, and people would probably think, oh, well, don't try to make sense of everything. I understand that. But if this is to be grounded in reality, if these are real people, this is a flesh and blood killer. There's some supernatural shit that happens in this sequence that just doesn't make sense. This shit right here, like, how do all the letters just pop off of the theater sign like this? This actually could have been. And how does the possessor sign just pop up magically? All the letters are gone, but the possessor just popped up. I don't know. And I think this could have been. This was potential for a cool death scene. I've never seen death by alphabet before. Like, all those letters could have just cut her up. Then the ticket pops up in the booth by itself. Like, how does the killer have this shit rigged up? The door opens up by itself. Like, come on, man. I don't know if they just. I don't know. Maybe this was. I don't know. I don't know if this was added in. It's not out of place. It's just the only moment that is supernatural in the movie. It's not out of place because there had to be a reason for Dee Wallace's character to not be involved while Maggie and her friends are getting attacked.
Retribution and death. The film they tried to stop but couldn't. 15 years in the making.
Like, this had to happen because one of the things you got to do in slasher movies, when you want the kids to be in danger, you have to neutralize the like the authority figures and shit like that.
No, Lanyard.
I think if I ever have a son, I'm gonna name him Lanyard. No, probably not.
Lanyard.
Goodbye, Suzanne.
This sequence was creepy as fuck. There's little pockets of moments in here that are creepy as hell. As fun as the movie is, who is that standing up there? They never said who that was. It looked like Dr. M. See what I'm saying? Where'd he go? And then the hat just dropped down. See, if motherfuckers is running all over the place like this, I don't get what's happening here sometimes, yo. The person we just saw run by in the darkness, like I don't. Shit. Now, obviously that's them, and obviously that part was played by Wendy Williams because that's exactly who it looked like in the darkness. Scary as hell. And this.
Stop! Lanyard, you know I'll do it! Stop!
She was ready for whatever. See what I'm saying? Who the, like, how? I know it's the killer, but how the fuck? And you mean to tell me that thing was walking perfectly fine? Now, they do a close-up on it. There's, like, ropes and wires connected to this dummy in the theater. But there was no way that dummy was walking towards her the way it was. Now, I don't know how this killer really had this fucking theater rigged up for her to get snatched up. But that was the most supernatural moment in this entire movie, yo. I can buy the killer teleporting and all that shit through, you know, as the movie goes along, but that sequence right there, I don't know. We get more music from the. I don't even know the name of this band. We just call them the band from now.
Scary movies. On the Silver
All right, but bro, you need some chloroseptic throat spray or some shit. This shit is like, this is like Comic-Con of the 90s, yo.
You can change your Projectavision 3D glasses, your Rubberama nose guard.
Thank you, thank you. Have a great night. You're gonna love this store, I promise.
And even the extras are having fun in this movie. Like, this is just such an entertaining film.
Awesome head, man.
Excuse me.
Now that Carrot Top dude with this, with the head on his arm,
Pardon me. What time does the first show
I always thought
start?
that was Seth Green back in the day.
Man, when it screams a feature bees.
Sign the fright form, please. In case you die of a heart attack, it means we're not responsible.
No! Don't sign it! Think of your families, your mommies, your daddies, and Toto and home!
It's time for his injection.
Ah! No, not the needle! I'm sorry, Nurse Ratchet, I'll be good! Ah! Ah!
Why'd they make it sound like he really got stabbed in his ass, though?
You please.
Mark, hi.
Hi.
Well, hi, Maggie. Fancy meeting you here. Enjoy the show.
Maggie.
Why he sit down like that? Like he was drunk.
Will these films be as shocking as Possessor, Sarah?
Still please. Hey, lady, where are you going?
You gotta love how she just left Tina there in charge. She's like, Tina, I gotta go chase this fucking weird killer. I'll be right back. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get us. Now again, there's a fucking killer roaming amongst all these people, and the patrons don't even realize it.
All right, come on, you guys. Help support our film fest. We are broke. This t-shirt's for $20. Come on.
Kelly Jo Mint, yo man, she is like hands down a national treasure. Like I feel like she was way beyond her time, yo.
A large, a small? No, you guys need a large. This is a horror film. You can be all night, okay?
I need that alarm clock right there. I should have probably given me a panic attack. Haven't even touched my water, people. What am I doing? Oh, so much better. Mosquito. Y'all can not this movie Mosquito. This was a movie that they made for the movie, so it's like a mock film, pretty much. But y'all can check out my commentary. I think I did Intoxic commentary for that movie Mosquito with Gunnar Hansen. Such a terrible movie, but it's like one of those so bad it's hilarious.
Well, what in tarnations could have done this, Doc? There's nary a drop of blood left in any of my sheep.
Beats me, Skater. Wait a minute. Look at this large puncture wound in the back of her neck.
And I love every once in a while people in the audience will just spout out like just random comments. I love that shit.
Someone. Something.
Got the whole dang flock. Even Effie.
Effie.
Say, you don't think there's any connection between this and them underground tests the Army's been conducting out here, do you?
No, absolutely not. That's not suspicious at all.
If we were in danger, they'd have warned us.
If we were in yeah, that's definitely a mock film. If we were in danger, the government would most certainly warn us that they've been conducting experiments with mosquitoes out here.
But I'm sure it was him.
I won't be surprised if that's what the fuck is in store for 2022, people, because on some real shit, I don't watch a lot of the news because it's very depressing, but I do see headlines and on social media and stuff. So apparently, sooner than later, there are going to be spiders dropping from the sky. Y'all don't believe me? Go look it up. My thing is, who the assholes that are going to drop these things off, because they're not just going to pop up out of thin air. Something going on, because they was like, oh, the lanternflies just popped up out of nowhere, supposedly from Asia. But I'm like, no, somebody had a box full of lanternflies and just docked them into Pennsylvania somewhere.
Maggie, maybe we should call the police.
Now we got spiders.
Take him right on down here. Hello, officer. Hi. There was this guy, and he made this movie 15 years ago, and he like killed all these people and everything, and we think he's at our film festival. Blah 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 blah.
All right.
She's so great, yo.
Somebody's got to watch the booth. I'll take a look, okay?
Hey, be careful.
Cause she's just she was not one of those horror scream queens that's gonna show her tits in every movie, or they're not gonna have her dressed all provocative and stuff like that. She's just a regular anywhere USA final girl, but she just has like this. I don't know, man. It's something so natural about her performances in these movies. So when she's in like distress and stuff, it makes it more believable that she looks like a regular person. That dude's fucking Halloween costume is just too in the way. That's disgusting. Starship Trooper shit right there. Sucking all his blood out of his brain. Yo, I'm sorry, yo, but the dummy that they have that's getting the blood sucked out and his skull just caves in like that. I'm sorry, man, but it looked a little bit like Jim Varney, the dude that played Ernest P. Worrell. And I know I'm not being disrespectful, people. I know Jim Varney is no longer with us. God bless the dead. Legend, comedic legend. But that motherfucker did look like Jim Varney a little bit. He just looked like he was irritated because when he was getting the blood sucked out his head, his eyes were rolled. That is fucking Lieutenant Murtaugh from Family Matters. I kid y'all not. What's this actor's name? I don't even know this nigga's name, man. But that's him. And this big ass dude here who's about to sit next to Mark's girlfriend or his date is I'm lying. I was about to say it's Andy from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
We got an emergency over at Fielding's Pond, sir.
Corky.
Folks over there are saying that big larvae are breeding in the water.
Now we got people breathing in the balcony. Sooner we could have done them all.
We got all but one.
Yes, ma'am, but that's the mother.
All right, if she comes back here, then maybe we've got a chance.
Hey, Doc.
Mark, damn it, you scared me. okay?
And Mark he gets his ass kicked throughout this entire movie, yo.
My time sucking through all them sheep. No, sir, I'd head straight for the blood bank.
Yes, thank you for reminding us of your strategy if you were a mosquito, part 12.
So, tell me, is there a Mr. Letterman?
Not yet. Is there a Mrs. Bradley?
Yeah. She lives in Kansas. Big 7 pie. I call her Mom.
Oh, that was fast. They just met each other that day. Like, yo, mosquitoes are taking over. Are you married? Nah. Let's fuck.
I should let you know what you're in for.
Man, what a life that must be. First of all, it's the same fucking size it was when he killed Skeeter. Was his name Skeeter?
Send the Air Force, Mr. President. Don't forget the Army, Navy, and the Coast Guard.
How about the Boy Scouts while you're at it?
You need every plane, tank, and battleship you've got, Mr. President. This is one hell of a bug.
I mean, yeah, this is really, like, let's think about it for a second. This is the call you would have to make. You know what I'm saying? You got to call in everybody. If it's just one single big-ass mosquito, you got to call in everybody because I'm not coming outside. I would hate to live in one of those neighborhoods where the whole neighborhood would be like, we've got to defend this neighborhood and we've got to take this thing down. And I would just be looking out the window at these dickheads like, yo, y'all tripping because I'm not going out there playing with that thing. Because just my luck, that should have sting me and swoop me away somewhere. Nah. But it's like, damn, can we get more of these like big budget creature feature bug movies? Like, can we get more of these?
That's what started all this trouble in the first place.
Like, I'm talking when bugs get big, like eight-legged freaks mimic Stung type of shit. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Stung, but those were killer wasps. And they went crazy. And I love how the gimmick is like Leon and Tina come out there with a big ass oversized can of bug spray and a fly swatter. People are throwing popcorn and, you know, empty cups at the mosquito prop. I love it. It looks like a great theater experience, and at least until the killer comes in and does this shit. Because while Davis probably had that Nintendo remote, the killer popped up with that Super NES remote. About to murder him with his own prop. This was messed up. This was probably one of the more vicious kills in the movie. Because like I said, it's not really a gory movie and bloody movie, but this shit was just mean. And how you doing? Ugh. Terrible. And then he's turning like the analog so that shit will drill into him even more. Oh, God. It's vicious. Davis is just looking like, did I just get killed by a fucking toy?
It's dead.
It was a nice transition. When she said it's dead, they showed Davis, you know, they zoom out from Davis's dead body. Shit made me want to play Army Men, Sarge's Heroes.
We're safe this time, Jim.
That definitely was one of the best games on N64, by the way. I don't care. Anybody could argue me about that.
Do you know how many species of insects there are?
Now, the killer, when he's got this mask on with the long beard and the long hair and the trench coat and the fedora, he almost looks like the creeper, like if the creeper was homeless or some shit. I don't know, but they should have. That's a creepy look. They should have kept that in there. Oh, Oh, this was such a creepy scene where you get to see the killer's little headquarters inside the theater. He's got that fish tank full of latex masks. He's got a machine where he puts people's dead bodies in, where he puts their dead face in there, and it makes the mold of their face in that shit. Like the way that's why I said this is one of the most creative slasher movies of the 90s, yo. Hands fucking down. And I'm gonna be real, man. This shit didn't even really get a 90s any room to breathe because it came out in 91. It's not like it came out like after Scream or something and had to live up to certain expectations. This movie was its own thing prior to Scream, and I love it.
Show some flick he made and like walked up to the movie theater and bought a ticket like that. Am I getting this right or am I just delirious?
And for him to, it's kind of like Leatherface, but not really because he's not just putting on people's faces, he's making them to look like exactly what he wants, and he can exactly duplicate these people's faces.
Yes.
And we know this how?
I don't know, Mark, but I knew. You're pissing me off.
Right.
Enjoy your little joke? Locking me out of the theater. I had to climb down the fire escape and into the side.
The fire.
I fell in the trash.
I say fire.
I twisted my ankle while climbing the barbed wire fence, outrunning a very pissed off Doberman. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have to change reels.
Toby, I didn't do anything. I swear it.
Oh yeah, well, who did then, huh? Don't look at me.
Maybe it was
I'm just a
you.
jock.
You mean Gates?
It could be.
Oh, so Gates came back from the dead to lock Toby out of the theater. Oh,
That's real cute, Mark.
She looks so fed up.
come on, Maggie. I'm only fooling around.
Great. Why don't you fool around with Joy then?
Oh, sick burn. Sick. Nah, they'll be all right. We'll be all right, or they'll be all right, rather. And Mark, Mark is a jock type of character, but he ends up the hero. He very much ends up the hero in this movie. And then the killer is murdering people based on the themes of the movies they're showing in the theater. Like this shit, I'm telling y'all, man, this movie deserves so much more respect than it gets because it is very self-aware.
How many? Just one.
Hi.
Did you have a nice break?
I'm really sorry. Thanks.
Oh, you loved it.
Great. There you go.
2 popcorns, please.
What's up, player?
Tona.
See, what token black girl in a horror movie is gonna say, "What's up, player?" Like she's so ahead of her fucking time.
My sentence should not be pronounced.
I'm gonna stop geeking out.
Joy, what's the story?
What's the story? She's a hoe, and you can tell she's comfortable with that dude too. Cause look how he's just slow stroking the side of her arm like that.
Judgment and sentence of this court.
Eat shit, asshole.
First of all,
Murder.
my name's not asshole. All right.
Keep that, pal.
You.
Second of all, you are incredibly huge, and I'd automatically regret the decision.
Eat shit, asshole.
May God have mercy on your soul.
Damn. And Mark just got knocked the fuck out, but the way that he threw both buckets of popcorn into the air like that. He didn't even have time to be embarrassed. He's just like, "Yep, this is happening." He just fell fucking backwards. He fell backwards, threw both buckets of popcorn in the air, and his feet flew in the air. That was a classic knockout right there. Oh shit, that was good stuff, man.
What do you know about erythrocytes and leukocytes?
First of all, you using too many big words around me. That's what I would have told him.
Very good, Vernon. I've created a third corpus, the magnecyte. Theoretically, it can regenerate the blood cells even after severe trauma, any trauma, even electrocution.
I get it. You want to inject me with this corpuscle. See if I can survive the chair, is that it?
Exactly.
There's this mystery in her own life that she hasn't solved yet. Would you?
I almost said I had that same exact tape recorder, but I had one that was kind of like it. I still have it too. And there's so much shit. I gotta get some batteries for that tape recorder because there's so much shit on both sides of that little small cassette tape. That'd be hilarious. I would say I'd do commentary for that, but absolutely not. Y'all ain't catching my childhood on cassette. I do want to do commentary for this like VHS mixtape I had with a whole bunch of movies and TV shows and commercials on it.
I guess she's gone. Cheryl, did you see where Tina went? Check with Bud. He might know. Great.
She like, I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm just at the concession stand. All right, people. My apologies because there was some type of fucking freeze technical difficulty situation. So if there was a little, a little splice moment where it sounded a little fucked up, my apologies. And definitely if anybody was tuning in with me, my apologies. Because I had to switch up, man. I don't know what the hell is going on with my means of watching movies on these certain platforms. So like if it freezes or if any ads pop up and shit starts to get chippy, I'll try to keep it as grounded and balanced as I can, y'all. I promise.
Hey, that mosquito gag was great.
And Tina's a big ass freak.
She almost made me zap the third row.
Cheryl said she was up here with you.
She's looking for Davis. Check backstage. Hey, you'll need this.
Thanks.
Now outside of Bud about to get fucking roasted, like literally, Tina's a big ass fucking freak. Now I can't say Davis is a pervert because it's not Davis. It's the actual killer wearing Davis's mask. But Tina, she tells him at some point, she's like, yeah, everybody's asking how I get all those straight A's, and it's like, you be fucking your teachers? Now was this I know it's a mock film, but The Amazing Electrified Man, was this inspired by Wes Craven's Shocker? Now see, I'm all for the theater experience and all that fly shit, but all that shocking my ass and my seat, we not gonna do that. Excuse me, people. And it was always creepy how he had, I mean, it's not Davis again, but how the killer, when he's playing Davis, put on sunglasses all of a sudden.
It's peeling.
Nerves.
How about a quickie? Right here, which is that little screen between us and public exposure. Everybody always wonders how I get those straight A's.
See, she into that BDSM shit. She just keep tying the fucking rope around both of them. Like, what's up with you?
God, he's still breathing.
Yeah. Y'all fucked up. This was just disgusting. When his face peels off into her mouth, it's like, ugh, did she try to bite his fucking lip? He looks like he's eating the mask. He's like, wait, this is actually good material right here. Now her death was pretty tame, Tina's death. But you do get the first actual glimpse of the killer's face, and you see his face is all burned up. His eyes are all pimped out. That's how I feel every time I drink, Monster Energy in the morning. Yep, that's that same exact feeling.
I don't see him. Shoot.
Wow, Maggie, check this out.
Tina, you scared me. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, how did they not know that Tina was dead? And I see he's using her. It's clever. He's using her like pretty much as a puppet. Her neck's all limp.
Okay. Come into the box office after I left.
I fucking hate these ads. I be having to just click away from them, and they have no fucking. Oh my god. We gonna make it through, people. Promise.
Tina should start eating better. She looks like shit.
And the way her body hit the ground was just.
Popcorn to calm me down. Thank God it's not that. And a Milky Way treat. Tony, Cheryl, I am not having any butter on my popcorn, and you can get me a Diet Pepsi, so it all balances out in the end. That's exactly where it's gonna balance out in your end.
That's all right. That's all right. To balance out in her end, she meant her ass, and it's like white women are accentuating their asses nowadays. I remember once upon a time, white women didn't want to have big asses, and now that they are blessed with them things, they have learned to love it. Shout out to the women with real ass out there. I mean, y'all not, some. I don't want to get on a topic of ass shapes and sizes and textures and stuff like that, but some chicks that get fake asses do get warranties on them so that they actually look kind of decent. Nicki Minaj bought her ass, but she got a good warranty on it. Looks pretty good. I mean, it does in the Anaconda video. Before, it didn't look too good. Iggy Azalea, same thing. She had it. It looked kind of dumb in the beginning, but she got a good warranty, and now it looks better. But I'm not being a creep, people. I'm saying shout out to the women with real ass out there, because real niggas appreciate y'all. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Tina, have you found Davis yet? Oh, yes.
God, that is creepy as shit. Because of course it's not Tina, it's the killer with the Tina mask on, and if you look closely at the face, you can tell that's a mask. It just looks so unnatural. And the way that he's like, Tina, have you found Davis? She's like, oh yes. He should have been spit out the cotton. Ugh. So now you got cotton and tape. Ugh. That black dude in the background, I always thought that was Lorenz Tate. I'm not lying to y'all. Mm. Now the killer is obviously some type of genius because the jumper cables are sure, but how do you know what to plug what up to what? The switches you hitting switches on the bitches. I like, come on, man. That's just an explosion waiting to happen. I see what he did there. Jesus. They see this man with electricity. Look, again, I know it's a mock film, but come on, man. Yeah, now it's all types of blah. But they see electricity crackling off that man's fucking hands. And they still want they want to play around. God, these people are stupid. Now, Bud, I actually felt bad for him. Bud is probably the saddest, for the most part, saddest death in this entire movie. Because just when there's that glimmer of hope where it's like, yo, he might survive this. He might make it out. Damn, Joni, she's a freak.
Kiss me, Dick. What? All done. Have you guys seen Davis? No. Let's go talk to Bud.
See, Joni doesn't take anything seriously. She's like, oh, you got attacked by a dog? Yeah, I'm in a nurse costume for Halloween, so let me just act like a nurse. She doesn't give a fuck.
Well then.
But she's fun to watch on screen.
Baby, I'm high voltage, she says.
Haha, you're just full of puns, aren't you, sir? And it's so frustrating to watch Bud just get frustrated and try to pull that cord so he doesn't get electrocuted.
What do we have here? Great, eating it up in there.
I know. I cannot believe this dance actually worked.
And now that we are alone,
I'm sure.
Just. The fuck he thought he was in Shakespeare? Run, darling! Run and save yourself while you can. He said, run, darling. His hand was right there, right there. He almost made it. Oh, it was right there, man. Poor Bud. And yeah, I know it's 91, so the electrocution effects don't really hold up well, but you get the idea. It's fucked up because the sound it's making, all that electricity surging through his body from that panel. That shot always scared the shit out of me too. The way like they slow motioned the wheelchair just flying backwards and hitting the wall without Bud in it. And I always wondered, like, did Bud explode? Did he melt? Did he just fly out of the wheelchair and he's still intact? We never see a body. Ever.
Okay, we've got to turn the lights back on.
what's, I don't know, from lights, that's Toby's department.
This is a blackout. There are 1,000 people inside there, Leo. They'll riot.
Yeah, they will. That's true.
The band.
And they in Kingston, Jamaica, too.
Let's go.
Okay.
You do not want to play them games.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. Don't let go. You might fall down the Shit.
Mark.
Talk to me. Are you okay?
Fine. Just don't step on my...
Mark he cannot catch a break, yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope to be off a Zooey power soon and get back to the movie. Meanwhile, let's bring a band.
What if he bought out the band and it was Offspring? I actually wouldn't be upset because I like Offspring. They had a lot of songs on. I don't know how many people played Crazy Taxi back in the day. Offspring had a lot of songs on that soundtrack. With sadness. It's that shit. To jump and fight in a country church on Pokemon Day. I was jamming for a little bit. I was. I know my sinuses are kicking my ass, people. My bad if I keep like sniffling and shit in y'all ear. Hopefully it'll keep me from sneezing. Spring sucks, man. I think the first day of spring was Sunday. Was it Sunday? God damn, I am so behind, yo. I was supposed to do if Sunday was the first day of spring, like I think it was. I think I was supposed to do commentary for Cabin Fever 2, Spring Fever. I'm fucking up, man.
They're so grateful. Does an ungrateful child?
Oh no, maybe that'll be tomorrow.
I'm not your daughter. I'm not your child.
That mask, that little burnt up Freddy Krueger looking John, that shit's scary. Especially with the blondish looking sandy brown wig on. He just looks creepy.
The fire. A gunshot.
Now, is he wearing fingerless gloves or...
Time to join your mother.
I love how he just... I know they slow motioned it for dramatic effect, but I love how he just stood there and just let her run away. He's like, nah, I'll let you run away. I got plans and shit. She's having these acid trip moments again. That is a crazy sword that he stabbed Sarah's mom with. I want to say is one of them swords somebody got on Mortal Kombat 4. What was the explosion for in her little dream sequence? Yep, D Wallace to the rescue. She said, "Come on, baby, just look at the flowers. Look at the flowers." That's really who the modern day. I wish she was in more horror stuff other than The Walking Dead. Melissa McBride is the modern day D Wallace. Am I going too far here, people? I don't know. That's what I see now when I look at D Wallace and think of Melissa McBride. They're kind of the same, you know.
I remember the whole thing.
Wait, Maggie.
Shit.
You just angry throughout the whole movie.
My. And what could you two be doing all alone in the dark?
Come on, let's get out of here.
And the chick Joy that Mark was fucking with, she ain't no college student with them. I don't know where the fuck Mark met her. She looked like the type of chick that's got like 6 ex-husbands and 2 boyfriends. This is like straight out of Beat Street right here. That's the first thing I thought of.
It's not a screenplay. It's my life.
Oh my god, and if y'all keep hearing those little splices, man, I'm trying to get these fucking ads. It's like sometimes they count down, other times they don't, and they just pop the fuck up and it interferes with the audio, and god, whoo, I almost, not gonna hold y'all, I almost turned this off. I almost turned it off, but we've gone too far.
He tried to kill me too, but Suzanne stopped him. She got him.
God damn it.
She saved me, and I don't know, somehow we got away. She changed our names and our identities to protect me.
Gates?
Well, his body was never found. Nobody could ever prove that he was dead. She never knew if he'd come back.
Now he's here. Why, Maggie?
Oh, shut up.
The film. And it killed me. God, Toby.
Now, if I was Toby, I'd have been like, yeah, I'm gonna probably holler at you and everybody else in here tomorrow. Don't call me. I'll call y'all, because I can't be around this shit at all.
All the way.
First of all, look, if you my friend, like, look, man, there are things we can discuss. I'm here for you. I'd like to think I'm an amazing friend, a fantabulous friend, but don't fucking come to me and tell me, yeah, there's a guy running around here trying to kill me, because now you have involved me in your bullshit. I don't want to be an accomplice to that shit. Listen, I'd be pretty pissed. And I hope anybody out there don't take offense to that. I would be pissed off if one of y'all that I was cool with just so happened to tell me, yeah, man, this guy's been hunting me down all night, man. All right, so why are you here? Why are you here? And definitely don't come to my crib. Don't bring that heat over here. All right? Sorry, man. I mean, but best wishes, good fortune, all that good shit.
Tina? Tina, is that you?
Tina's not bald, first of all.
Tina!
And her face ain't hanging off of her fucking... See, the killer was just down there trying on different costumes, running past on some tee-hee-hee-hee type of stuff. Cat and mouse, though, I get it. Then you get the wailing in the background. That sounds like people under the stairs. That and his eyes were two different colors. That mask, that burnt up little Freddy mask is crazy.
Okay, we got our lights back on. Let's get on with the show.
And I'm not putting a nose guard on to watch a movie. Like I'm all for the theater experience. I ain't doing all that shit though. I can barely fucking breathe as is. I got sinuses and I'm asthmatic. The fuck I look like putting on a nose guard to watch the stench. Nah. Nah, dog. And here we get the reveal, people. Now I don't know if an ad's gonna pop. People, we gonna rock out. These ads keep popping up, and I'm gonna have to just keep cutting them out of the equation. But we gonna get through this.
You'll have to forgive the sloppy craftsmanship. Actually, it takes hours every morning to prepare the perfect Toby for the world to see. In truth, I've perfected the quick transition from face to face. Of course, I have to borrow their faces to do it.
You might say,
I'm multi-identical.
That is terrifying. This motherfucker said I'm multi-identical. Like what?
Now, with a little nip here and a little tuck there, I become multisexual. Nothing new about that, huh?
Bruh.
And as you've heard, with the help of electronic voice harmonics,
I become Tina, the class bimbo.
Electronic voice harmonics? Like what?
I can look like anybody I want to.
And people really, not only do they sleep on the movie in general, but they sleep on just how psychotic this nigga really was. Tina's hanging up in the background.
No. Lanyard Gates is dead. Died in the fire 15 years ago.
If you're Toby, why
I've been going to kill you? Is that your question?
are you doing this?
Oh, good question. Same answer.
Then this is weird. Like how he's got this mask just halfway off of his burned up face. His ears are flopping, the sides of his face and his ears are flopping all over the place. He looks a little bit like Pino from Silent Night, Deadly Night 5. Now, I don't know if anybody's seen that movie. It's not good, but it's fucking weird. And Mickey Rooney plays a guy named Joe Petto who owns a toy shop, and his son Pino, Geppetto, Pinocchio, his son Pino is actually not an actual person. He's a toy, but he looks like as creepy as Pino does.
I lost most of the flesh on my body.
I'm sorry.
Oh, are you? Well, that makes it all right. I'll just let you go. You're sorry. Look
Yeah, he
at
just
me.
starts spitting and shit.
This is your work.
Oh, that actress, I don't know if that's Tina in the background or if that's a stunt woman just hanging up like that, but she's breathing. She's breathing. I saw her stomach. She's breathing. I know what I saw.
Child good. I was a child. We were all children. Nobody was a child like me. Nobody. Shall I describe the years of surgery I went through, huh? The skin grafts, the prosthetic pieces.
Oh my God, the Lakers won, ladies and gentlemen. To the reviewers and listeners and lovers and supporters, the Lakers have won. Bron dropped a triple-double. 38, 10, and 12. Jesus Christ.
I'll show you how it works. Now, the first thing we do is we cover up these fried egg eyes with contact.
Let's go, Lakers. All right, we'll post that later on. Of course LeBron was going to win. They played Cleveland. He had to fucking shut shit down. He wasn't going to get booed out of the Cleveland Stadium.
We prepare a face to meet the faces that we meet. A lovely chin.
This motherfucker's just putting sliced ham on his face at this point.
It's my scarecrow in Oz.
Jesus, man, could y'all imagine him playing a scarecrow looking like that in like a live action horror version of Wizard of Oz?
Can't say I lost my sense of humor. Can you?
Toby,
I'd have been like, bro, you got something on your face,
what are you
man,
gonna do?
and I'm tired of looking at it.
Here's my plan. I've thought it out with geometric logic.
Geometric logic. Oh no.
I'm going to recreate that showing of Possessor. Only this time, it's going exactly as planned. And maybe that was...
You know why serial killers don't normally their shit just all their plans always get foiled because they talk too fucking much.
And I won't be burned.
Well, I get it. Exposition. You know, killer needs a motive. The audience has to know. He just spit on her.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Now these two guys, this is the same location from the Karate Kid 3, where Daniel's son and that girl from Teen Witch had to go get the bonsai tree or plant it down there, whatever the hell they were doing down there.
I'm not so sure.
I'm lying. I don't think it was, but it definitely looks like it. It looks like that same location where the tide was rolling in and all of that.
Private nurse before long.
There you are, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
Which makes me think, is Mike Barnes coming back to the next season of Cobra Kai? He might as well.
Hi, Joy. Look, I'm sorry, but Maggie had some problems and I had to help her out.
Maggie. What, are you obsessed with this bitch or what? God, I knew you didn't have any brains, but I thought you had some taste.
Why don't you just cool out?
Right.
Why don't you just shut your little mouth, you little slut?
And fucking Cheryl looked at her. She looked at Joni and was like, "Did this bitch know who the fuck she talking to?" I survived the Dream Child.
And you wouldn't believe it. They're on their way to his house.
You're full of shit.
Hey, asshole!
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You got a problem?
Meathead to the rescue.
I said, you got a problem?
He
No,
hit me.
you?
Kick his ass. Kick his ass.
I hate that Joy said he hit me. Like you tried to fuck him up.
I don't hit chicks. Now back off.
You don't hit chicks, you swear to God?
I ain't never hit a chick in my life.
That's all I wanted to know.
Karma.
Bitch.
My hair! Blonde bitch, get your sorry ass out of here.
she,
It's not your hair anyway. Bust your butt.
she, yo. Cheryl was not fucking around, yo. Punched the shit out the ball and floored him real quick.
I can't believe she went to Toby's house.
Toby and
Did the whole counter move on the chick Joy, gripped her ass up and tossed her out, and then kicked the meathead ball out after she punched him in the fucking face. She's winning right now. Absolutely.
She's the world's authority in Toby D'Amato. Use the side door.
Right.
Oh my God, my stance cue. I'm late.
Almost time.
Oh my god, this motherfucker's still talking. He's like, and then what I was going to do last time, but I didn't get a chance to. Like, he's still fucking monologuing.
I forgot the other member of the original cast.
Mom?
And I love how she still calls her mom, even though she knows that that's actually her aunt and her mother was murdered.
Maggie, forgive me.
Hey, sure.
And I love how she still calls her Maggie, even though her name's Sarah.
Destroy his life's work and then lie to you your whole life. Sure, say a couple of Hail Marys and forget the whole thing.
Shut up, Toby.
Giving you acid, I had to get you out.
Liar, liar, scissor, fire, scissor, fire.
Toby, don't do this, please.
Toby, man, your case was crazy.
I remember your clue. Everything that you're saying, what does that mean? Stick that, stick that, stick that.
Toby is. There's no negotiating with that man.
Half an hour to midnight. I still have a little time to kill.
All right, Samuel Jackson.
Where the hell are you been? Get the order going.
Okay, which one was first? I forgot.
Body odor.
That's disgusting.
No, it's not BO. It's body odor as in the odor of a dead body.
Oh, much better. Anyway,
Right, I loved her response because it's like, what the fuck is the difference, dog?
we've got a queue coming up. Not 5 minutes.
You gotta love how Joni's hair underneath that nurse hat looks like ridged, rigid potato chips. This part always like this did not sit right with me because okay, Toby's a killer. The killer has no boundaries and shit, but he just pisses on Leon's fucking leg. Right next to him, dressed exactly like him, with the mask of him on, and he just pisses on his leg. Like this part was just so strange. And Leon is just kind of like, "Why are you pissing on my leg? Like, why does he react like that?" Toby would have got he would have got his ass whooped beyond recognition. Like, you think his face is fucked up underneath that mask, all burnt up? He pissed on that man's leg. And poor Leon. This part never really made too much sense to me either. Like, the smoke bomb went in the toilet and went off. And Leon just fucking exploded. He just exploded in the bathroom. I don't understand how that happened.
Took you long enough. Spare me the details. Anyway, what do you think?
About what?
Toby.
He was really gonna stab her in the back.
Like you.
What's wrong with your voice? You sound so weird.
She didn't notice, like, boy just pulled his face off with his back turned.
I need to know. I mean, I'm walking around madly in love with this guy, and he just acts like I don't even exist. You're impartial. What's your opinion? Is he shy or what?
Look, I got my own problems. Just leave me alone, all right?
You know how to pick them.
Men. Admit it. You fucked up.
That is such a funny line, but it's like, Joni, there's love for you out here. Don't. She looked up at God and was like, admit it, you fucked up. But it's like, listen, there's somebody out here for you. Don't just throw away all the men in the world. But I love that fucking line though.
Wait, it's getting stronger.
My nose is burning.
Well, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm getting out of here.
You know, wouldn't it have been better if instead of like the odor pellets that she's pumping into the theater, what if it was like a marijuana friendly area? Or a building rather, is what I meant to say. Marijuana friendly building, so she was just getting the whole audience high as shit.
Filled with normal.
I probably would have left. I can't go to the movies high. I can't do it, people.
Normal family.
I think I'm not gonna lie, like back when I was, I was in my stoner era. I did go to see Live Free or Die Hard Super Fried. Live Free or Die Hard, I think I saw Saw 5 fried in the theater, but I'd rather not. Like, I can drink in the theater. I sneak my drinks in there and all of that, but otherwise I just be too paranoid. Like, I don't know how people can smoke right before they go watch a movie in the theater.
Bang, bang! This will you fight the air, Mr. Rob. So not this time, Miss Pretty Skin. Go ahead. Try.
Miss Pretty Skin. Is this like his fucking audition tape for Robin Williams biopic?
I am so glad I cast you in this part.
Speaking of Robin Williams, man, the late great, rest in peace, shout out to him. I started watching this movie because I had never seen it. I didn't finish it, but I started watching this really bizarre movie he was in. It wasn't too bizarre, but just his performance is a little unsettling. It's called 1 Hour Photo. Now, I don't know how many of y'all have seen it, but 1 Hour Photo is a very interesting movie because it's just Robin Williams. It's kind of like an extension of the character he played in Insomnia with Hilary Swank and Al Pacino was in that movie, but I don't know if Robin Williams is going to start murdering people. I just know he's very obsessed with photos, and he seemed fixated on this woman and her son.
I'm a friend of Toby's.
So maybe I'll finish watching it tonight once I upload this for you guys.
You say you're a friend of his? I ought to kill you. Maybe that'd make you feel.
I love this scene. This sequence, Toby's landlord
What did he do? What the hell did he do? Jesus Christ, what the hell did he do? The guy's a
is throwing all this shit out, but you get a glimpse of what Toby's into, what he's been doing.
yelling and screaming all night long at the top of his lungs. Never let anybody in the place. Oh, I don't wonder why.
Newspaper clippings all over the place.
God, the smell. I mean, it's just like some chemical smell. Try to break the goddamn door down.
And this dude just won't stop talking. But you need this. You need this dialogue though.
You know what he's got in that tub? He's got things that look like human skulls and body parts. Probably.
I want to know how much of this was in the script and how much did this actor make up, because the way he stammered over his words like that and body parts, it's like that's so natural for me, man.
Toby.
Anyway, that's what I gotta say.
He finally just wrapped up like, yeah, that's all I got for you tonight.
I can't pay either. Isn't that a real piece of crap there? Hey, it's Gloria Gates. I did a picture with her. You a director? Listen, you a director? I'm an actor. You want to take a picture of resume? Well, how about we do lunch?
He was one of the most interesting characters. I love all the characters, but he was one of them. I know he had that one scene, but I kind of wish they had him in another one.
We know that now. We must be ever vigilant and never rest. Keep our eyes on the heavens or the strange horizon. Don't go to the line.
Sweet.
Into the shelter. This place can only be avoided if we can get to the...
Everybody's booing when he put on Possessor. They're like, this new Texas Chainsaw movie sucks. Toby, you gotta love how he's got a sense of humor. She told the projector to stop. Like, it was just gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, it's been a long night. But again, how did he's got it all down. You know, what he say about his voice, electronic voice harmonics. He's got, a mask making machine and procedure. He's a master electrician. All types of shit. Because how did he rig the projector to not be able to be shut off? The plot holes are small. They exist, but they're small for me because the movie, the entertainment factor and the humor triumphs over all of that shit. And it's like, what type of money does Toby make to buy all this shit in 1991? He's got all types of camera equipment and everything. I mean, I know he's a film student, so it's probably accessible for him. See, the lights are automatic. He's got everything mapped out perfectly. Toby's actually, right now, he's actually doing what everybody fucking hates as far as cinema goes now. He's just making a remake. Or it's not, I mean, it's a remake, recreation. Is Toby technically making a direct sequel to Possessor? I don't know. I was about to say, he almost missed his mark. Toby's so damn dramatic. You know, now that I think about it, Lanyard Gates is like, he's starting to look more and more like, because just the idea of him killing his wife and about to kill his daughter on stage live, He's more and more like Charles Manson at this point, as far as the way he looks.
Help me, please! Please help! He's gonna kill me! This isn't...
Assholes. They like, yeah, this is the best movie ever. This shit is in 5D right here. Stupid. I would have been tapping whoever I was at the movies with, like, yo, does this sit right with you? Yeah, me neither. Let's get the fuck up out of here.
Shall we kill her? Or shall we spare this maiden? Show mercy to the tender virgin.
Please, Toby, no!
Now, how would those people feel if ultimately they resulted in Maggie's death? Like, how could you sleep at night after that? Like, damn it, man, I knew I shouldn't have voted. I should not have voted for her to die.
Then the fatal stroke shall fall exactly at the stroke of midnight. Shall we count it down together? 30 seconds to go. Are you ready? All right. 3, 29, 28, 27, 26.
And Mark is the hero in this situation. I don't know if I would have thought to do this. And he just stay getting fucked up. Like, even when he's saving the day, he's kicking his own ass. Toby is pissed. He's so selfish. Yo, I'm sorry, man, but Toby, you scream like a girl, bruh. So you got impaled and electrocuted at the same fucking time, like, and you screamed like a girl. So you went out. He went out all kinds of messed up. Way to save the day, Mark. Let's get it, bruh. Now, if I remade this today, I would have this same death sequence for Toby, but I would have his body catch on fire. All of them sparks and electrical problems and shit when he got impaled, I would have his body catch on fire in the theater, and then everybody would be like, whoa, whoa, this ain't no, like, let's get the fuck up out of here. Good riddance. Good riddance.
And that's all I know. It's okay.
Joni's not really sad. She just wanted that Toby dick. She wanted that burnt up ass Toby dick. And Dee Wallace, she understands. She's like, yeah, my daughter, well, technically her niece just went through a traumatic experience. She wants to lose her virginity now.
No.
She realizes how precious life is.
God, you look just like Indiana Jones coming down that wire.
More like George of the Jungle.
It works.
Did you hear me? Another movie. Everything is a movie to me.
That's fine. You're a national treasure.
Would you hold me?
People be looking at me crazy. Like, I speak in movie code a lot of the times. Whether it's a line, whether it's a title, whether it's a reference. That's the love language, people. And shout out to Mark Harrier for directing this movie. Screenplay by Todd Hackett and shit. People, we have survived the all-night horror-thon at the Dreamland Theater. We have survived digging into this box of popcorn, and like the tagline said, buy a bag, go home in a box. People, I love this fucking movie. Now, I don't remember what my rating was when I reviewed this movie. I don't know, man. A lot of things are subject to change because at different times I feel different ratings and so on and so forth. But I will give this movie a straight up strong ass 8.5 out of 10. Now, what keeps it from a 10, there are plot holes here. There are big plot holes. I mentioned one that was the supernatural aspect and all of that type of shit when D. Wallace pops up at the theater. There are big plot holes and things that are unexplained that don't make sense, but that's about it. Other than that, I love these characters. There's no fancy schmancy, direction as far as the way the movie looks. I love the movie theater setting. All of these characters, man, I'm telling y'all, I enjoy watching every single one of these characters on screen. Even after I know Toby's the fucking killer and I start to hate his guts, I'm still entertained by his dialogues and how insane he really is. I think the way Toby is depicted is really underrated because he's a lunatic at the end of the day. The shit that he's going above and beyond to do all of these stunts and gimmicks and stuff and still murder people at the end of the day. But I love the cast in here. Happy birthday, shout out to Jill Sholin. Rest in peace, shout out to Tom Villard, shout out to Dee Wallace and Kelly Jo Minter and Derek Rydell and Malcolm Denaire and Elliot Hurst and Yvette Solar. Everybody that was involved in the making of this movie, man. I really now funny thing is this movie actually had different directors to it. Mark Harrier was one, and Alan Ormsby is an uncredited director on here. I don't know what the difficulties were when they were filming this, but again, you guys, if you don't know, um, I'm pretty sure my boy Johnny Zuko explained it a little more in depth when we did our episode about 90s horror movies that deserve to be remade. Y'all can check that episode out if y'all want. And definitely check out Bumpin' the Night Podcast 1428 with Johnny, Miss Ginger Snap, and Miss Moist on there. But I enjoyed the hell out of this movie, man. And again, I'm going out on a limb here when I say this is the movie two different calibers of film, sure. But if I'm going to compare a slasher movie that came before Scream to Scream, I'm going to compare it to this because this movie is one of those kind of turn the genre on its ear type of slasher films, and it was just a box office flop. And it's really unfortunate, man, because I feel like it's gained a cult following as the years went on. But I don't know. I feel like a remake or maybe a reintroduction to this movie can maybe bring people back around to it and make it even more of a cult classic than it already is, in my opinion, because the movie definitely deserves its respect. It's very creative. It's upbeat. The characters are written to be pretty likable. The killer's motive is a little insane. I mean that in a good way, actually. It's insane. The movie theater setting is always good. Anywhere where you can showcase a quote unquote gimmick for the better, a movie theater, an amusement park, or something like that. I feel like it's prime for a good fucking movie, man. Unless you are a movie like Hellfest, which just doesn't utilize the surroundings of the setting at all. But that's a whole nother story. But people, yes, 8.5 out of 10. And I completely just lost my train of thought just now, people. But y'all already know where to go, man. And if y'all don't, y'all can follow the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Breaker, Radio Public, Podbean, and Podcast Addict. Shout out to Anchor. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, Romero Tudor. Shout out to the Facebook movie group, The Cinemaniacs. It is Maniac Monday, so happy Maniac Monday to y'all. I know it's late as fuck. It's almost 10 p.m., but still going to get this commentary out to y'all regardless. And shout out to the Facebook movie group, The Horror Virus. And last, but certainly not least, shout out to the Tudor reviewers, the listeners, the lovers, the supporters out there. People, I think we are at what are we at now? 20.8k spins. I'm going to just throw it out there. I'm going to speak it into existence, good people of the world and of the Tudor Reviews podcast. I'm going to speak it out into existence. We will hit the 21k mark by the end of this week. Not this weekend. We will hit the 20k mark by the end of this week. And I mean by Friday. Which means I got to get back on my shit because I've been slacking, slipping all over the goddamn place as far as this content goes. But I am getting the content out to y'all. I have a very hard time sticking with a planned theme. So I know I've only done Nosferatu. I know people. I know the Dracula and the Mum. All that shit's got to come. I understand. It's going to get here, people, even if it's late. If I have to carry this theme on into next month, then so be it. It's all good, man. I just don't want to promise people shit and, have all these broken promises, man. Everybody's going to be looking at me like, this nigga ain't shit, and I don't know what he's talking about on the show anymore. Because sometimes I don't even know what I'm talking about, people, and that's probably why I'm about to close this out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary. I definitely enjoyed watching this. I always enjoy watching this movie. I wish it could have been in toxic commentary, but it's one of those movies I don't really need it to be just as equally entertained. But people, again, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and y'all already know the love and support that y'all show me. I show it back to y'all tenfold and then some. So with that being said, people, yours truly, Romero Tudor. Another episode of Tudor Reviews in the can. I'll check y'all on the next one.